Next time on Girls Night Out, we thought it'd be fun. Have an expert standing by so that when we get really stumped, we'll be able to find out how far off we are and also answer a lot of your questions. Okay, so Susan,
yes.
How do we protect ourselves from the unexpected?
The unexpected things that happen that add stress to your life. And I call them the 5 Ds. Disability, yay, ready? Death, ooh. Dementia, destruction, and divorce.
So how do you empower your family with facing disability?
Most people definitely focus on life insurance, but they don't focus on disability insurance. And what disability insurance means is that you can't work for an extended period of time. There's a greater chance of becoming disabled than it is to die in your working years. Many people ignore it, and it's one of the key risks to younger people that they need to be aware of. The next issue is death. 2 things about it. One is insurance. It all depends on what you want to fund in terms of how much insurance you need. Knowing what you spend and what you earn and how much money it would take to replace if something were to happen one of the breadwinners. In addition to life insurance, one of the key tools when it comes to death is having a will. The reason why younger people, why they don't have a will is that they can't decide or come to consensus as to who's going to be the guardians for their children. By not having a will, there is a plan in place, and the plan is that the government will decide who are the guardians of the children. And dementia is really about long-term care, and that's an incredibly important topic for women. The life expectancy of women is 8 years longer than men. I don't know if any of you have been to a nursing home recently, right? Who's in it? Who's in it? It's all women. It's not only enough to look at what your financial plan is, what is your parents'? What I see so much happening is this struggle between taking care of your parents and putting money away from your own retirement. Destruction has to do with personal property. And making sure that your house is insured correctly. Stuff happens to houses, fires happen, things like that. In terms of insurance, is a concept called an umbrella policy, which is an added layer of liability protection in excess of your property insurance and your auto insurance and those types of things.
A lot of women say that it's the divorce, when they go through a divorce, that's when they learn about money. Because they weren't paying attention before because they went from their mom's house to their husband's house and somebody else always took care of it, and then all of a sudden they're divorced and they're completely responsible for themselves.
What I hear from women all the time is they want to have an ability to be prepared if something bad happens. If a woman is diagnosed with MS or cancer, she has a 6 times as likely that her husband will leave her as if it's the opposite way around. You need to know where you are, and you need to be able to protect yourself. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they put a plan in place, they put it into the computer or put it on the shelf, done. So important to review your plans at least once a year. Just look at, has anything changed? Most people hate to talk about it, right? So by not talking about it, you have made a decision that in times of stress, you want to enhance the stress, or you can think of it by talking about it. The positive aspect of it is that at times of crisis, you're putting your family in the best possible position that can happen at that time.